Hey everybody, we're back. More Wolfenstein, the New Order. There we go. Yes, it's working. Good. So let's jump back into it, shall we? Weird that it's X to continue.
William, I could use your help. Could you come over here for a second? I found some interesting leads. This parchment describes a way to create a type of super concrete.
Super
the Nazis
concrete.
used to build all these concrete monstrosities around here.
Yes, everything, even this place. This is the only concrete they used. This is how they created all those cities so quickly. Now that we know where it comes from, I need a sample of it for closer study. Can you look around here for a piece of exposed concrete that shows an outbreak of mold? It should be porous enough for you to cut me a sample.
Whatever you need.
Okay.
Also, there was this encrypted list of Dat Yeshut members in Poland during the war. I need to compare it with the official German state records on Jewish citizens in the years between 1939 and 1945. Can you see if those records are in the archives room?
I'll get right on that.
It's gonna be
There's
weird
that
if we
one
just
more
have
thing.
those.
It's quite critical.
What?
That'll be all. We can go now.
Okay. Moldy concrete. Is this new? Yes. Should we do? And we never actually saw the London Eye, whatever that is. Moldy concrete. Right, okay. Wondering what armor upgrades do, because it was increasing the amount I can hold.
Soldier man. They keep the door to the archives, you know, like locked. Think maybe Wyatt has a key.
Why keep them locked? The only reason I can think of is because of Max. Why it's not in his room.
Mold spores coming from the vent. Where is the intake?
You can just identify mold spores. Oh, this is a lot. Huh.
There's a batch of mold. Need a circular saw to cut a sample. Gotta be some power tools nearby.
verstehe das nicht. Kein einziges Kabel, alles ist glatt und aufgeräumt. Wo ist das Innenleben von diesen Dingen? Max?
Max Haus?
Das habe ich mich auch gefragt.
Okay. Probably shouldn't have stood on that when you pulled it out, BJ.
Max Haus?
Quite a fall there, Mr. Big Cheese. You're in the sewer system now. You will find your way back here if you have a look around, yeah?
All right, Klaus, back to work. This assessment is not going to work.
Why would you stand on it when you pull the thing out? Huh. Good thing I just keep this on me for some reason. There we go. Hmm. I feel like the difference between getting armor upgrades and getting health upgrades between the timelines. If you choose Fergus at the start, you get health upgrade. If you choose White, you get armor upgrades. I feel like health is probably the more useful of the two. Because armor reduces damage you take. But you can have full armor and 10 health and still die with armor left. Okay. I can see this not being super useful except for maybe puzzles. These things move around too much. All these drones in the sewers, it's only a matter of time before one of them stumbles across us. If they have any kind of tracking system, you'll see that many going down in this area. That's immediately going to make them suspicious of this area. Alright, so the goal is the door up there. So where does this ladder take us? Oh, we're back. So where does that door go? Wait a minute. Is the blue marker not actually an objective? How you doing, Ninja? I have the reflection thing then. You good? It's good to hear. Yeah, this is where we're killing Nazis. Up early today? Early bedtime recently. That's fair. I've been having to do that a lot lately just because my early work hours. I was in later yesterday. But then I'm back in on Thursday earlier again. That's fair enough. I've always got the urge to play something, but it's whether or not I have the effort, the motivation, the energy. Big box of health. Gonna go and stab Klaus. You know, I've said before, like, it's why I stream.
Howdy, cowboy.
Should absolutely wear safety goggles here.
Damn hell are you doing?
Science project.
Well, you're scaring Max.
We'll take him away then.
Sorry, pal. Didn't know he'd flip out like that. That his son?
No. Well, kind of. I don't know.
So not his son.
Used to be Klaus had a son, born during the war. A miracle, he called it. They had tried for years to have a child, him and his wife.
Yeah, well, he'd make a pretty good father. For a Nazi.
The child was born with a club foot. Klaus knew, of course, what that meant. He begged the doctors not to report it to the authorities. Then secret police showed up to take the boy away. Klaus and his wife tried to stop them. The wife died from a bullet to the head. The child, too. Klaus could not protect them.
So he blames himself.
I think so. And he will never forgive the Nazis.
Cool, but that also sounds like he had no problem with the Nazis until they had a problem with him.
Maybe check on Max. See if he's okay. Lost toy. Well, I found you.
Ugh, Christ. Let's go find a bunch more shit. Part of the problem I have with playing stuff as well is, like, whether or not I want to play something on stream, or I think I'll want to play something on stream soon.
Neat toy. All I had was a fine cone and a box.
So if I think I want to play it, I might want to play it on stream soon, I won't play it. And then with a lot of stuff, that's ended up with me just, like, not playing anything for years.
You belong to Max. I'll get you home.
Yeah.
Wyatt, I need the keys to the archives. You got them?
Yes, I think so. Perfect. Just gosh dang perfect.
What do you got there?
Dog tags. Wing Commander Fergus Reed of the Royal Air Force. Took those off of his dead body, wanted to return him to the RAF, but then there was no RAF.
Best damn pilot I ever saw and a hell of a soldier.
I'm not cut out for this, you know?
Cut out for what?
This. Everything. I was 18 years old, and suddenly the war was lost. Everything good in the world died. Somehow I was the one supposed to pick up the pieces and keep the resistance going, take on the whole gosh darn Nazi empire. You think I was ready for that kind of responsibility? My ignorance got so many good people killed. Remember Private Prendergast? You know, that guy, he could survive anything. So tough. Well, I got him killed, sent him out on a mission, and he never came back. I just didn't know any better. Wing Commander Fergus Reed. He would have known what to do. He could have saved so many.
I made the wrong choice.
You made a stupid choice! Yes, you did! You left the boy in charge of a man's work. I should have died on that day, Captain, on that slab, and Fergus Reed should have lived. I'm not a child anymore, Captain. I know when mistakes were made. There. Leave me alone now, you hear?
Amerikanischer Trottel.
How you doing, Flame? Stupid choice. You try making the choice. You choose between which person you have to look at and watch die. Hmm. The Dragon Origins Ninja. Okay. But Ninja, if you finish that game in secret, then and never tell anybody, then that's not going to stop anybody from telling you to finish the game. And then you're either going to have to crack and tell us that you finished the game, or you're going to have to lie. This bothers me. Like, we did this last time, we come back and we do it again, and it's still E1M1. And it's like, what's the point of it then? Is Ninja bullshit? We're gonna need work done on this. That and being on the shooting frame, yeah. It's also bullshit like I brought up last time. You move so much slower in this for some reason. Even sprinting. Before they get you, yeah. Like, we did this last time. Went through the full level, killed everybody, found a few secrets. And it's like, cool, what's the reward? There wasn't one. There wasn't even anything outside the bed. I thought we'd get, like, an upgrade or something. I was sure we did. And it's like, no. Nothing. They're like, cool, so I just wasted my time on this Easter egg. That, admittedly, is kind of neat, but accomplishes nothing. And then it's back the next time again. At least as weak as the classic Doom levels were in Doom 2016, like, they were different levels. Well, I wouldn't count this alongside those, Flame, where you find the hidden pieces. I'd count it more along, like, you find hidden pieces, you unlock a classic Doom level to play off the menu. I'd count them like that. But again, they had different levels. More than just do this one level over and over again. Yeah, you talk about them shooting when they're not on the shooting frames. I know there were some classic FPS games that did that kind of thing, where you would open a door and an enemy would be there and they'd immediately open fire on you, regardless of whether or not they were in the shooting frame. I feel like Wolf 3D wasn't one of those. Yeah, Blood was absolutely terrible for it on the higher difficulties. That might have been harder. Shadow Warrior is pretty bad for it as well, yeah. I don't think Duke 3D was as bad for it, but honestly, I could just be misremembering. I should see about getting one of those build source ports for Duke 3D. Ideally, I think like the best official way to play Duke 3D is the Megaton edition, but you can't buy that anymore, and I don't want to... Did I ever actually buy it? I might have just gotten it free off PlayStation Plus, and I'm not renewing PlayStation Plus. Yeah, Duke 32. I heard there was a newer one that wasn't bad, but I can't remember what it was called. Where is this train? With Blood and Shadow Warrior, though, like, they have modern versions that you can play that are fine. Blood Fresh Supply is pretty decent, and I do own that. And the Shadow Warrior Classic, which isn't awful. But with Duke 3D, it's like the only official way to play it now is the 20th Anniversary World Tour, which is just kinda shit. And I refuse to buy it regardless of how low the price drops. Nah. I don't want to hear what Randy has to say about Duke 3D. Even the levels that he himself created, I don't give a fuck.
Good dreams, Max.
Nuclear Winter. Yeah, Megaton Edition, it was a good edition. It came with all the Sunstorm stuff. It included Duke Nuclear Winter, which, yeah, it's not good, but it's part of Duke's heritage. You want Duke 3D complete, you've got to include Nuclear Winter. Yeah, I got it, thanks, Ninja. Duke It Out in DC isn't terrible. And Duke Caribbean's genuinely great. And it also includes The Birth, which...
Thank you, William. Give me some time to analyze this. I think I'm onto something.
Are you a scientist now, aren't you? Oh, you got a doctorate in archaeology, didn't you?
Find what you were looking for in the archives?
Yep. Got something.
You managed to unbunch your panties there,
The
Wyatt.
essential building material of the Reich. It's based on a .E technology. It's almost perfect, but it's deteriorating through time, developing mold. Someone is tampering with the mix, someone who knows its secrets. I analyzed it and found a trace of this type of limestone that exists only in northern Croatia. Now, look at this. The name...
Get that
Set
baseline going.
Roth. It appears 3 times in .E shoot documents. According to official records, he's been detained in 1941 in Łódź and sent off to a forced labor camp in Belice in northern Croatia. Now, this is where things get interesting. The labor camp excavates limestone from a quarry for manufacture of Biba concrete. I believe this is the place where we'll find Set Roth, a living member of .E shoot.
Problem is, there are so many unknowns. This is an old man. Chances are he's dead already.
Let's get your
You
feet
can't
off the
assault
fucking
a site
table.
of this magnitude and hope to locate him before the whole damn Nazi army arrives.
What is the plan?
Someone needs to go in there and find him. Go undercover.
Any volunteers?
You ready for this, Blaskovich?
I didn't volunteer, Caroline.
So stupid. I was arrogant.
Yeah, you're right, Flame.
No one.
But TNC is part of Final Doom. It's the part you don't want to play, but it's part of Final Doom. Head down. How did I get here? Let's hope neither of them recognize me.
Frau Engel, was mit dem hier?
Zu massiv. Der frisst uns die
Thanks, Flame.
Hey, der kommt mir irgendwie bekannt vor. Der sieht wie ein Schwerarbeiter aus. Bitte, Frau Engel.
Wolfgang, der hier.
Jawohl, Lagerkommandant. Durch die Tür, Sausack!
That man just popped in. This game has been really bad for popping. It's actually ridiculous.
Human beings. Like cattle in this place. Need to stay calm. Remember the mission. Find, set, Roth. Count to 4. Inhale.
Yeah, BJ did say, like, what you do. Inhale, count to 4, exhale.
The first day is tough, my friend. Clear to accept. It gets no easier, me. Now I can remember near how many weeks long, months maybe. Not many survive for long. I was fighting the Nazis in Africa. I held them back for a while, Marit and the luck. It was too strong. Now I just try to survive, day for day.
I'm looking for a man called Set Roth.
I have heard of him. Survived in here longer than any other. He's in Block 4. Jay want to go there? Jay need a rector uniform. Look for a prisoner over there, by your right, dressed in a Block 4 uniform. Say now, Miss Milo. I heard his wife is quartered in our block. Maybe that will convince him to trade the uniforms, let yo. But they need to distract the guards first.
Thanks.
Appreciate the help, guy I just met.
Think a way to distract the guards. They're watching you.
Well, they need him. We'll get into it as we go, but they need him.
The guards went crazy, but good trick if you want the guards off your back.
Okay, so... Okay. So rather than work out a way to break the machine, just use the machine. Right a minute.
Achtung, Arbeiter! Aufgrund einer Maschinenfehlfunktion müssen wir kurzfristig Produktion brechen, bis das Problem gelöst ist. Wir haben keine Pfeife, nicht wieder hier ist. Wird erschossen. Und die anderen zur rechten und linken Mitte hin. Hast du eine Lampe? Verdammt, die Scheiße.
Milo, I know where they keep your wife.
Who are you?
I'm in the same block as her.
You sure? She's not dead. Oh God, she lives.
If you're willing to swap uniforms, you can find out for yourself.
Thankfully, we're clearly the same size.
Hurry.
Na, wie sieht's aus? Können wir wieder anfahren? Die Lager sind geschmolzen. Brauchen unten ein paar Mechaniker. Die kommen erst morgen wieder. Ja, dann machen wir Schluss für heute, oder? Ja. Komm, gehen wir saufen. Warum denn nicht? Aufgemerkte Feinde! Die Fabrik ist heute geschlossen. Kehrt sofort in eure Quartiere zurück. Insassen von Block 4 durch das rote Tor. Insassen von Block 6 durch das blaue Tor.
I hope they find what they seek, my friend. My name is Bombati.
William J. Blazkowicz. Be safe out there.
Safe.
Yeah, they need him. The fact that they separate us from everyone else because we look like we can do the work. They need people who are physically capable.
From east to west.
And the idea is, like, they just break them over time. When he's no more use, then they'll kill him.
I come from north, I used to call.
For that is a different kind of cold. Comfort cold. Looking at you, I think this winter will be your last. If you're smart, you save up on fat.
How do you mean?
Sausage, huh? You know the black market?
No.
Oh, well, I have connections.
Hmm.
If you see the knife, turn around and look down. Just stay out of his way.
Spot! You! Have you seen my daughter?
Seth Roth.
Look at this Shimshin. So much muscle, a physique. What for combat?
You said Roth?
I'm not sure yet. What do you know of Seth Roth?
That Roth, you should. Source of the Nazi technology, I'm here to rescue you.
You're here to this is wonderful. He's here to rescue me. We will rescue him. And then, geh weg, Shimshin. Don't waste your time. I swore an oath to never betray the secrets of Das Yichud.
Oh, fuck your oath. People are dying. The resistance calls on you.
So it's a transaction of sorts, right? My personal freedom for the secrets I swore to keep. Sacrifice my honor on the altar of righteousness? Well, permit me a moment to consider, Shimshin.
We might be here a while.
Here's my proposition to you. Aid me in closing this place down, and I will seat you and your comrades at the table of true power.
Deal.
I've been working on a little project. That machine there, it moves because of stolen Das Yichud technology. I know it very well.
With the introduction of Set Roth, though, we get into a really weird part of Wolfenstein New Order's entire premise.
Machine leveled the gates of this place free. Everyone, I only miss one more part.
Name it.
That's a power source. Now, that machine.
And we'll get into it a little more as Daki Hood is expanded upon.
Find the detonic battery at the service station at the command building. It's in a different block, Block 6. If you can disable the automatic security systems monitoring the exits, you'll be able to make it into Block 6. I believe that there, at the guards barracks, there's a control module. It controls the security systems. Find a way in. Locate the control module. Disable the systems. Come back to me.
Well, the stream's been going for almost 50 minutes and we haven't done anything horrible to Nazis yet. Let's change that, shall we?
Hey, you, Centrin. You are a big man. I can see you still have some strength. I was a big guy like you. I would do something about the god they call the knife.
Horrible things are horrible regardless of who they happen to, Flame.
Drag prisoners in there, tortures them, seen the smoke rising from the chimneys afterwards. Not asking you to do anything but the right thing.
Oh, God.
Just because somebody deserves it doesn't make it less horrible. But sometimes people are willing to sacrifice heaven to make sure people who deserve it go to hell.
Dachtest wohl, du könntest dich in mein Haus schleichen, was? Solche Dreistigkeit habe ich von Ungeziefern wie dir noch nie gesehen. Unglaublich. Da denkt man, man wüsste, wie ein Insekt denkt. Und was von ihm zu erwarten ist. Doch weit gefehlt. Du erbärmliches Stück Scheiße. Ich werde jede einzelne Kakerlake zertreten.
Sloppy work, leaving the knife in. That was absolutely fantastic. Didn't realise till I heard the noise that that was a dog next to him. I still think that, like, they really shouldn't have the takedown button on the same button as, like, the melee attack. Far too often the context is the problem. I assume we won, Ninja. But yeah, sloppy work leaving the knife in. Yeah, you'd think someone like that would be using a scalpel. Yeah, I think I mentioned that last time, like, how crazy it is that we'll blow so... Like, we'll kill one of the robots, or, like, the giant dogs, or the armored dogs, and then we'll just, like, tape pieces of metal to our body to be armor. All the batons. That was weird. To make sure it's dead. How you doing, Teak? Don't you know the hats are integral to eye surgery? Take that, thank you.
There's gotta be a control module for the security system.
The issue is, if it looks like it's pretty obvious the security is disabled, which means they should absolutely be coming to find out what's going on. We just hide these knives.
You did the right thing, didn't you? Sometimes it's hard to know what is right. But what you did was a good thing.
No, what I did was a bad thing to a horrible person. Doesn't make murder not murder. just a box. I'm under no illusions. I'm not a good person doing this.
Have you seen my little girl? She came with me on the train.
Oh, good.
Please, please. She's got short hair and a birthmark on the cheek.
You want to survive? Forget.
Hmm. Where is Sat? Oh, there he is.
Sometimes we have to find other ways of resistance than violence. The slightest adjustment of the chemicals destabilizes the mixture. Structural soundness erodes, mold develops. Security systems.
It's done.
Wow, Shimshin. What is your name, Igor?
Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz, yes, Blazkowicz. So, now the security systems are disabled. You can go past this gate, back through the factory, out the blue gate inside Block 6 where the command control building is located. Sneak inside, get the detonic battery. Please act urgently before anyone notices what you have done. Nerzlachai, Ingele.
What's that?
That's good luck.
Alright. Go cause some chaos. Yeah, make no mistake, like, doing the right thing, it's still awful. It's just that you're doing it to awful people and there is no other choice. Doesn't make it any better. Well, you can explain that away, Flame, with arrogance. They don't expect anybody to be capable of doing it. The people they send to places like this are the ones they consider inferior to themselves.
Here we are. Camp Command Building.
Except a little better. Makes it understandable. Sometimes evil has to beget evil. Why is this side deserted? Already did Medieval Flame. At some point, I wouldn't mind doing the remake, though. We talk about games Sony should put on PC from, like, PS4. That's one of them. It's nice that they've put a bunch of their later games on PC, but, like, there's more. Absolutely more they should.
Has to be in here somewhere.
Like Ghost of Tsushima. I wouldn't be against a sequel to that. that does it better. Now, let me get my fucking knife back. Jeez. The concept wasn't bad, and a Smash clone with other properties isn't a bad idea. Ultimately, my big problem with it was the only way you can finish off an opponent is to do a special charge attack. It's like, cool, that's not fun. So I have to build up to a charge attack? Or build up to a super attack that takes meter? Nope.
Frau Engel's room. Can smell her perfume.
Can smell her perfume. Smells like death and butt sex. Headless body of one of General Strasse's top commanders. I wasn't there. Yeah, who has most OP super attack. It falls into a similar problem I had with Brawl when Brawl introduced Final Smashes. The Final Smashes became one of the qualifiers for what character you would use. If a character didn't have a decent Final Smash, you probably wouldn't use them. And it's why in later games, the Final Smashes aren't as bad, but also absolutely not afraid to just turn the Final Smashes off. Which is an option I appreciate having. But yeah, I wouldn't be against seeing a sequel. And especially a sequel that knuckles down with its characters. Like, actually put the effort and the money into having the characters we want to see. Don't be like, oh, we can have 2 versions of Cole McGrath and that counts as separate characters. Good and evil Cole McGrath is like, fuck off. It's kind of bullshit when Capcom does that with Evil Ryu. But at least Evil Ryu has a, you know, like... At least Evil Ryu isn't just there to pad out the roster. It's like, yeah, the roster's like 40 characters big. Let's just add Evil Ryu on top of that. Evil Ryu. I have not touched Street Fighter V at all. Pad out the roster with whoever. You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see from Capcom would be Resident Evil The Mercenaries 2. Because Mercenaries 3D is pretty fun. It's just Akuma, so Evil Ryu is Kage. You know, Flame, until you mentioned them there, I did not remember what their names were. The weird thing to me was that, like, Claire's in Mercenaries 3D. You know who's not in Mercenaries 3D? Leon. And it's weird because, like, that version of the Mercenaries began with RE4.
Look at you. Dad's apostle. So proud of yourself.
Blonde hair, blue eyes. Make sure that's not true by the end of the game. I don't know, I mean... I could probably very easily be evil, but to be at the point where I would just have a portrait of myself this big, this is like a man-sized portrait of myself, just in the office, for everybody to look at. That's a bit much. Mustache and horns in the paint. Just put a dick on her face. Like, that forehead's pretty big, just draw a dick on it. Man, this Nazi glass. That throwing an egg at the picture of Salazar is such a weird thing, like, having to have it be a gold egg, it's like, what a waste. You wait for them to spawn a normal one. You can? Hmm. Revelations 1 is not co-op, no.
Hier, den erkenne ich von der Selektion wieder.
Nein, noch davor, Bobby. Der Nachtzug.
Meine Güte, ja, du hast recht. Seinem Abzeichensurteil ist ein Amerikaner und ein Anarchist, hä?
Ein Amerikaner? Gut. Sofortige Liquidierung von ihm und allen Insassen von Block 4. Sollte eine eindrückliche Warnung sein für all die Schweine, die an einen Aufstand gedacht haben. Alarmiert sie als Faust.
Jawohl, Lagerkommandant. Dabei muss ich aber nicht dabei sein, oder? Der Gestank dieses Ortes. Nee.
Mach, was du willst. What were you thinking, you stupid idiot?
Okay, so that's twice I've been caught here. It's weird that they didn't take this off me.
Surrendered. Your kind exterminated. And I will feed your flesh to the furnace.
Say it, don't spray it.
big man.
Alright.
Now we're free, everyone. Understand? We return to the camp. Open the garage door, steal a vehicle, and crash through the gate. Let's go.
So this is going to make up for us not killing Nazis until, like, the hour mark. This thing probably doesn't regenerate armor. You people are like cockroaches. Always more of you. Mm. One thing I do appreciate about this is that this isn't a turret sequence. Oh sweet, I can pick up armor. Like, I'm actually controlling this, and that's nice. There was a point in history where this would have absolutely been an automated turret sequence. Don't fall, old man.
Hey, I'm opening the gates, Mr. Blazkowicz! Protect them, Mr. Blazkowicz!
So we're intending to free everybody here, right? And the question is, how... what are the logistics on actually getting everybody out? And us. Like, we let them take a vehicle, what if there's no other vehicle? The real treasure was the Nazis we killed along the way. In hindsight, it was probably a mistake for the Nazis to load this up with infinite ammo. That's not where I parked. Give me a second, this place is modelled and explorable. Probably something here. Hopes of overkill. It's like, ah yes, we saw American movie as the RoboCop. Ed 209 is very good.
No one leaves my camp.
Fucking Christ, woman.
Hate to make compliments, but I might have underestimated the usefulness of your ape-like physique, Mr. Blaskovich.
Breakable quote.
Tell me, what is it? Das Yichud is an ancient, mystical society. For millennia, we have operated with utmost secrecy up until right now.
What do? Do you pray?
No, Mamale, we don't pray. We invent things, Mamale. The technology developed by Das Yichud is centuries ahead of anything you've ever seen or imagined, and highly dangerous in the wrong hands. And the Nazis found our safekeeping. They stole our secrets. They used them to win the war. Everything they have accomplished, everything was built upon our knowledge. But it wasn't our only safekeeper. We have hundreds of them hidden in the secret places of the world. Hundreds, some small and tentative like the ones the Nazis found. Others, great halls of knowledge stacked high, magnificent inventions, things that to you will seem like magic. Now, I can open for you the gates to such a place. Getting there will be a challenge.
What will it take?
Well, the safekeeper's hidden deep below the Atlantic Ocean. We will need a U-boat capable of great depths, that's all.
We cannot just walk up and steal a gosh darn Nazi U-boat. Can we?
I know.
I mean, I probably can.
But for my plan to work, I need this thing operational.
Got salvaged from Wolfenstein 09. I can see that. Like, Wolfenstein 09 was into the super science and the occult stuff.
But need some additional features on it too. I will prepare a specification for you. Blaskovich, help him out, sir, if you'd be so kind.
Like, this whole thing feels so weird with all the ideas they've set up in this game of like, oh yeah, the Nazis won the war. And then the reveal of it being the Nazis won the war because they found technology created by a secret Jewish society of super intelligent inventors.
Don't be touching my baby girl without permission now, soldier man. You just stick to them guns and the Nazi killing.
What about you? Why don't you step up, join the fight?
What fight? Your fight. You took your orders from the man. The U.S. motherfucking government, man. What a trip. The war came and the man came calling. He sent my daddy to war and he did not return him. The bombs fell on our great cities and the man ran scared. Motherfucking gave up, you know? Huh. Nazis asked him to get down on his knees and the man was all too happy just to pucker up and start kissing Nazi ass like it was the most natural thing in the world, you know? I had to cross an ocean to get away from that place. They would have thrown me in the gas chamber just like they did all the others.
None of that has anything to do with me. That's not the America I fought for.
Really? I was little. My mother wanted to take me to the picture show, but we had to go in through the fucking colored entrance.
I wanted a hot dog and a lemonade, but the sign says we don't serve Negroes in this establishment. You're a patriot. Blue-eyed, jarhead, motherfucking Nazi-killing patriot that you are. You're still a fucking puppet to the man. You're exactly the kind of guy they ordered in come lynching time. You don't get it, do you? Before all this, before the Germans, before the war, back home, man, you were the Nazis.
Be careful what you call me.
Violence. Language of the man. Can't you see? We're all just brothers and sisters now, aren't we? Hey, soldier man. You play?
Oh, what now? You want to be friends? Fuck off.
Pretty little girl I chanced to meet and we danced by the light of
Seriously?
Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight. Come out tonight. Buffalo gals, won't you come out tonight and dance by the light of...
Open.
What is this?
What's this? It's a stupid idea is what it is.
In that moment, I glimpsed what a free mind can accomplish. What this world has turned its back on. I was on a ride no one else had taken. And in that moment, I was at the feet of a god.
I missed the paranoid mathematician.
Help Seth locate any part he might need, okay?
Yeah, basically, I tripped out. The guy gave me fucking acid. Homemade acid, yeah. Yeah. So Jay gave me some homemade acid, and... You know, bearing in mind that I've been out of catatonia for like 2 months at best. I went comatose, I never woke up. The war was lost because Jay decided to give me homemade acid.
Someone's been studying up on helicopters.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's just my wedding ring. It's gone. I'm always so clumsy. I lost it when we got back. It's not worth much, but it's all I have left of you. My dear Sebastian.
Don't forget, Flame, once you start it, you can't erase the save. That was a weird thing in Mercenaries 3D.
He spent the last 14 years in a madhouse.
I heard he was hospital. Shh, it's him.
Yep.
What's up, Captain?
Looking for the welder. You seen it?
Oh, yeah. I was attempting to fix the broken railing over at the secret fountain entrance, and I dropped the welder in the water. I haven't gotten around to fishing it out yet. Maybe you could give it a shot?
Look by the secret fountain entrance, Captain. I dropped the welder in the water.
You drop it in, why wouldn't you immediately go and get it, Wyatt?
Hey, Jay, could you hand me that screwdriver?
No problem, man.
Jay?
What?
I asked you to hand me the screwdriver. Just toss it over here.
Oh, right.
What are you doing?
I'm working on a riff, man.
In your head? Don't you need a guitar or something?
Inspiration strikes like lightning.
Yeah, I'll be here when you get back, Ninja.
You know, I dabbled in music a little bit while I was at Harvard. Yeah,
Gotta say, I'm not liking Jay so far.
Sorry, pal. Don't mean to, derail your train of thought, but I need to get through that door.
Doc, please. What I think about, I'd rather not think about.
That bad?
Why is the chair set up in front of the
You
door?
would think that when Jay seen what I have, your mind would break like an egg. How come it has not? Or maybe it has begun already and I just don't know it.
World changing. No matter who you are or what you're made of. Thing is, you and me, we just gotta ride the whirlwind. Make it through to the other side.
And kill all the Nazis?
And kill all the Nazis.
I would drink with you in celebration, Veneer, that time comes.
You're on.
Ugh. Swimming. Ugh. Alright. Go do Wyatt's job for him. Wouldn't have to find a way back if I brought somebody else with me. It's like, hey, just give me your hand, pull me back up.
Von Spanien nach Afrika. Das war fantastisch, das sag ich dir.
Ist es dort nicht gefährlich? Ich meine, wegen des Krieges.
Die Front ist weiter im Süden. Afrika ist ziemlich groß, weißt du?
Mein Mann wollte immer schon mal auf Großweltjagd gehen.
Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Where am I actually going? So there's a recharge point here suggesting that I need this for something. There we go. Okay, so that works. But I'd have to be in cutting mode. The game did not make that clear. Strobe. Well, that rings a bell. How bad is this gonna get? Oh great, I have to activate them myself. The game just quit. Like, the game just absolutely closed on me. That was fucking ridiculous. Let's reload it. Make sure it works again. Can you believe that? Make sure it's coming up on stream. Alright, so, where was the last place it auto-saved? Right. Alright, here we go again. It's like, great, good work. Thanks to Wyatt being a prick, I now have to fight a Nazi super soldier with this thing. Was there another one? It's like, hey Wyatt, next time you drop something, how about you go and pick it up?
Ja, gnädige
Hmm. Keeping this gun. Why did the color temperature just change? Hmm.
Long haul for a lousy welder.
I should go down to the hangar and punch White in the face.
If we're going to steal a Nazi U-boat, I need set to repair that thing on the table. Help him with his work.
Caroline, shut the fuck up.
Would you deliver this note to Anya? She will need the frequency of the transponder to track the thing.
Like I'm the goddamn errand boy.
So this is all well and good, like, we've rescued these people from the camp, and we're holding them up. But, like, are any of them actually gonna contribute anything here? Like, they don't have to go out and fight Nazis, but we could do with everybody here doing something. Why you had a hard day of not picking up after yourself?
Captain Blazkowicz, thank you. Thank you for leading me back to my wife. I had lost her.
I didn't realize her first name was Irene. He dropped the ring in the toilet room. Borrowed welder, signed wire. I then dropped it and didn't pick it up. Signed wire. I don't want to do that again.
Makes us.
Alright, let's go. You know, especially if some of these people are going to be doing shit like this over the food we have. Like, you know, may need them to actually start contributing something. Like, even Max helps.
still got it, old man.
Yeah, pick up the small one. Clearly struggle with it. Yeah, you still got it. Where is this woman?
Mr. Blazkowicz, will you please deliver this note to Anya?
She's right there. Do it yourself, you lazy bastard. Busy doing everything for everybody else. It was in the toilet. You might want to wash it.
You found it. Thank you.
William. Do you have a moment?
Hast du Blazkowicz gesehen? Schon wieder mit dieser Unsinn. Mein Gott, was ist nur los mit diesen Leuten?
I want this. With you. Like this. Always.
In this table, in this closet, where everybody can hear us. Always.
But not today.
Listen to my voice, Blazkowicz. Where you are now, inside sewage tunnels, the intestinal tracts of the city, and deeper below, the Berlin catacombs, the West complex, the most secure site in all Berlin, the central munition stockpile of the Nazi regime. The things we could do with those weapons. Riot. We revolt. This access route is waterlogged, impenetrable to outsiders. There's only one way to breach across the perimeter. It's a tunnel glider. The Nazis use them for maintenance down there. We've been trying for years to bring it up to working order. This is the first phase of the plan to gain access to Set's underwater safekeep. Use the tunnel glider to find a way into the weapons depot in the Berlin catacombs. Anya has agreed to track your position over the transponder and provide tactical support. Good luck, Sir Blazkowicz. These are deep waters. William, can you hear me? You have to make your way all the way through the sewer tunnels and into the Berlin catacombs. I'll try to guide you through.
Guess I better hold my breath. Oh no, it's fine. I have a breather mask. Oh god. Oh god. I'm playing Descent. Poop water in my eyes.
You might have to exit the tunnel glider to neutralize obstacles in your way. Don't lose track of the tunnel glider. It's your only source of oxygen.
I was a kid. The red tide was rising. Went in the water on account of disobeying father. Felt like my skin was on fire.
Okay, so I'm not cutting that with the knife. am I going with this? Oh, now I can actually use this underwater?
Like my skin was on fire.
You are right underneath the Eisenwald prison now. Caroline told me a few inmates tried to escape through the sewer system with some valuables a few years ago. They didn't make it very far.
Years old, from the pond by the stables, came out covered in leeches. Crazy, filthy leeches.
William, I have something I want to tell you. I've been reading this diary my grandmother gave me. It's my cousin Ramona's diary. She used to work with us at the asylum. She's dead now, but she had many secrets inside of her, and there was no one she could trust to keep them.
So she wrote them down? That seems like a bad idea.
To your audio log. If you find the time, you can listen. It's in Polish, but I'll translate. Ramona writes, May 11th, 1940. I've only been...
I'll send these logs to you. I'll send these diary entries to your audio log so you can learn just how bad the Nazis are. It's like, thank you. Just keep going, I guess.
The section you are in now, it's been out of commission for a long time, but some machinery might still be manually operable.
There's a wheel. Where there's a wheel, there's a way. That should do it for both sides.
Swam many water in my days. None as cold as this.
I wonder if there's anything over there. I feel like the intention was probably for me to also have to position that one separate from the other.
The deep basin was used to regulate overflow. You will have to find a way to reach the platform on the other side.
Unless this way is progress, which means that other way is optional. Which means we should check that out first. ladle. Not entirely sure what these treasures are even for. Does it bother anybody else that the exit text is slightly off-center under the button? Same with enter, it's a little further to the right than it probably should be. That should allow me against that other side as well. Where's my vehicle? I'm sure I parked the tunnel glider around here. Where is it? Is that it? Oh yeah, because I had to leave it to get through to that area. Alright. Stuff to find is nice, but like, I don't know why we're finding this stuff, like what the point of it is. They told us the point of the Enigma codes. I don't recall them telling us the point of the treasure. Alright, well I guess I'm leaving the glider behind now.
ladder will take you. Through the last section, you will have to swim. The catacombs are closed.
You know what else is close?
Swam
Mines.
across Forney Lake on a bed over 10 soldiers. It wasn't as dark as this.
Current is pulling me along. More Enigma pieces. Solving Enigma codes will unlock bonus modes. Cool. So, almost 3. Alright. This current has been a problem. Doesn't look like there's anything down here. Take another look, I guess. Oh, there's an entrance.
Age 19, dove down the well to salvage Father's watch, but it wasn't as deep as this.
Am I finally in?
William, directly above you are the catacombs. There's an elevator that can take you right into the weapons depot.
Oh, cool. Be nice to have some weapons.
Excellent, Captain Blazkowicz. You are now inside the weapons depot. This is the second phase of the plan to gain access to Set's underwater safekeep. In this munition stocks there is a cargo train. The train is packed full. Small arms, artillery shells, torpedoes and such for distribution to the Nazi war machine. We will steal this train. Small arms we can use to strengthen our fighters, but the real target is securing the torpedo delivery. This will allow you to board and seize control of a Nazi U-boat. But first things first, steal the train. Locate the train and drive it to the abandoned underground train station north of there. Our people will be waiting for you at the station. Klaus will give you further details on the ground.
It's weird that Caroline's just like... So this is the second stage of our plan to steal stuff from the Nazis. Specifically, this is the second stage of our plan to steal a Nazi U-boat. It's like, great, are you hoping somebody's listening? Less time I spend in these tunnels, the better. Alright. Oh, that's great. And back again. How do I get under there? Oh, I don't. I just reach it from there. That's dumb. I love instant kill throwing knives. It's such a good idea. Well, it's been a while since we had a good shootout. One. There's the other. Alright. How was that man able to fire when it looked like he'd clearly just emptied the clip and was reloading? Like, it looked like he'd just removed the magazine. Oh, that could have gone better. These people barely dropping any ammo. Let's see what these boxes have. Was that a mask? Remember kids, when cutting open metal crates with a high-powered laser, wear safety goggles. Anything else? Opens from the other side, which suggests to me that somebody's going to come out of it.
If you're having trouble starting the train, it could be that the switch for the railway tracks is in the wrong orientation. There should be a control room nearby that will allow you to manipulate the switch.
Alright, now that I've got some ammo. God damn it. Jeez. That wasn't pleasant at all. Alright, let's continue. Ooh, grenade. Achtung, Schmel. Gonna press this button and everything's gonna fall apart again. I can feel it.
Our ground team is in position by the abandoned train station north of your location, William. They will meet you when you get there.
This gun might just melt people. Nice. Oh well, it's out of ammo. What a wonderful time. Didn't realise I'd actually picked up a shotgun. You mind? I've got problems. Ugh. These super soldiers might be a bit much.
They will meet you when you get there.
Let them come to me. These boxes are unbroken again. think they realise just how much ammo I'm willing to throw at these people. Why is it back on the laser gun? Excellent, got him. There's another one. I'm sorry, there are another two. Stop putting me back on the bloody laser gun. Grab all of this armor. With more health. There we go. And it's just armor. It's irritating the stuff that you BJ will and won't climb up. Alright, we're out.
Right on time, Captain. Walk in the park, was it? No. Okay, well.
You know how many super soldiers they had there?
I have a friendly face. Delivers to the Nebelyard. Alles in Ordnung, Horst?
Du, nimm nicht so viele Kisten, sonst merken die, dass etwas nicht stimmt.
Ja. They supply the torpedoes to all the Nazi U-boats in Europe. You will hide in the torpedo.
In the
Horst will slip
torpedo?
back into main supply. And you will wake up on a U-boat for breakfast time.
You missed a lot of super soldiers, Ninja.
That's secret safekeep, yeah? Any sailors, get in the way. Bang bang soda pop.
Air holes.
Okay, career Johnny. Get in the torpedo. Once you board the U-boat, patch this thing into the communication room and raise the antenna buoy. We need radio contact.
I open fire with that shotgun in a U-boat? I'm gonna be deaf.
The dark dreams seem to fade. Too far out of reach. For now, I just miss the light.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, that went well. Better. I don't need shrapnel for this. Just some good old-fashioned buckshot. If I was wearing a helmet like this, and someone shot at me, and this helmet came off because of that gunfire, but I was still alive, you know what? I think I'd be like, you know, I'm done. Thank you. Have a nice day. Alright, let's go put some air holes in some of these Nazis. It'd be a fair action, exactly.
Hier spricht Kapitän Krieger. Wir haben einen dritten Passagier an Bord. Er wurde zuletzt im Torpedoraum gesichtet. Bewaffnet euch und kümmert euch um das Problem. Ich sehe dich hier.
I think you found me. I feel like grenades are a really bad idea on a submarine. Which, in case anybody isn't aware, is what a U-boat is. It's a German submarine. They call it U-boat for short from like what the actual German name is. Actual body armor. Knock, knock.
You're being addressed by the commander of this vessel, Captain Anton Krieger. Surrender immediately and you will be treated fairly and in accordance with maritime law.
I don't want to be treated fairly, though. I want to be treated harshly. so I can treat you in kind. Can't believe I survived that. There's more shotgun ammo. Seriously, stop switching me back to the laser gun. It's almost never what I want. You know, I thought the other one was going to be dead. Shouldn't be surprised that those 2 grenades that I threw managed to kill exactly nobody, though. Grenades in this game have been nothing but disappointing. You know, you're probably right, Zeke. The Nazi grenades are conspiring against me. This Nazi shotgun, though. I think I like this Nazi shotgun. I feel like a full-auto shotgun might be considered a war crime. Right, so the yellow markers are objectives, the blue ones are just interactables. Contamination Club. A name like that, I'd expect them to wield flamethrowers, but a flamethrower feels like the worst weapon you could use on a place like this. Yeah, his Nazi shotgun's pretty good. You need to stop reloading after every shot, man. Well, you know what they say, Ninja? The best defense is a fully automatic shotgun. I'm calling this fully automatic, and it really doesn't feel like it. I feel like it's actually semi-automatic. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Can you imagine if this is how the boat section in Mirror's Edge went? God, you are unlocking a formative memory in my childhood there, Teak. I feel like it was GoldenEye. I feel like GoldenEye had one. Turek might have also had one, though. Turek had some good weapons. Hmm. I hope he's dead. There we go. Having some high ground, definitely a good idea. Oh, would you look at that? The captain's abandoned his post. What a bitch. Well, you know what I'm all about, Ninja. Fucking Christ, this alarm. Having reasonable conversations with reasonable people. The fuck? What? Hold on to that for me, would you? God, you look like comic book Nick Fury dressed you. I mean, to be fair, that wasn't murder, that one was self-defense. Like, I will absolutely cop it when I murder people, but, like, it was self-defense. God, those grenades are absolute garbage. Preemptive self-defense. What a nice ride on the boat. Let me look up real quick what U-boat actually means. U-boat. Undersea boat. That's lame. I thought it was something more interesting. Absolute murder given the opportunity. Absolutely. I rolled initiative. And I then used that to unload my shotgun into your head. Okay, my controller's being awkward. Just plug it in. Yeah. That's essentially what the paradox of tolerance comes down to. It's like, oh, tolerate people of different views, including the Nazis. It's like, their view, if they got their way, would be to murder us. So, how about now? Hate these guys. Christ. Alright, so that's 19. I want to count a full bevy of these shots before I reload. 18. Man, there's a grenade. 17. $16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Ten. Danke. 7. 4. 3, 2. 18 shots before I reloaded, and I only reloaded accidentally. Overzealous reloading is one of my biggest problems. Where is this alarm? I assume you were the captain. God damn it. I should have made that joke. God damn it. It's a good joke. I was too caught up with all the murdering to actually have quips. Thank you. I was elected to the rip and tear, not to read. It was absolutely one of the weirdest parts of the Simpsons movie to me. There's like, oh yeah, President Schwarzenegger, and it's just Rainier Wolfcastle, because Rainier Wolfcastle is the Schwarzenegger parody. But it's like, at that point, why not just have it be President Wolfcastle? The joke would still land.
Cat's in the bag. Bag's in the river.
Yeah, so was Schwarzenegger. Boy, it's fortunate that the one torpedo you hit me in.
The U-boat captain paraded to his death rather than surrender his vessel. Took the decryption keys to the nuclear cannon with him. It won't fire? Normal shells, yes, but not the nuclear warheads. Why don't you talk to us, Captain U-boat? Why so dead? With those keys, we
Like,
can just
it's
sail right
absolutely convenient that the torpedo that I hid in happened to go into the biggest U-boat in the fleet.
Here's the problem. There are no actual nuclear decryption keys on planet Earth. They're stored at the Nazi lunar base. U-boat captains must learn them by heart. The lunar base is as secure a facility as the Nazis have. It's where they do all their top secret research these days.
I'll go to the moon. Never been.
Carolina and you're putting together a plan back at HQ.
Ingela, we are here.
My father taught me this rhyme as a child. Now many other songs for different places. Whoa, something's moving. You should move out of the way. Move. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Can you feel the earth rumbling? This entryway hasn't been used for centuries. Step inside. Very good. How do you kindle the say? Let's get the show on the road. I tell you, I have waited for this moment. There was many among us who wanted to even the balance of the war. But things happen fast. Our gatekeepers were murdered and some were exiled. Some succeeded. We had begun to transfer much knowledge to the governments who fought the Nazis, and there was hope. For the time, there was hope. Till the Nazis dropped the atom bombs. Well, there was no hope then. I remember when the Das Jugend would gather in places like this, it was brimming with life, and the channels of nature was open. But now, I think we may be the last to visit. Here we are. But let me see. Warning. Blah, 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 blah. Bobby Meister, just step inside. What did you say? There's a transition chamber. The main hall. Did you say warning something? Yeah, warning, schwarning. The instructions are old and faded. Let's go. This we use to get to the main hall. I don't recognize these symbols. Oh, let me... What?
want to play this, Captain? You go next and I follow, yeah?
Fuck you, Wyatt.
Just go into the chamber and push the button.
So yeah, I do really think it's weird this game ends up being like Jewish secret society essentially has keys to the world, and the reason why the Nazis won is because they stole the secrets of the Jewish secret society.
Huh? Is this real? What is that? This is the secret vault out there. Now, first, we need to activate magnetic fields and create an entryway. This machine here, it controls the electromagnetic field. Yes. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Here's something. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Mr. Blazkowicz, show me your laser weapon, please. There. This is das secret prism to make your laser beam attuned to the proper frequency. And you should be able to charge the magnetic coils. You see them? It's up there. I will work to get this thing going.
How is this possible?
This is an ancient place. One of many that does use.
This is always my problem with games that have a group dynamic like this. Because the group dynamic always ends up being play a character, go and do everything. It's like if you're the only person, sure, but when it's a group, and especially when it's stuff other people could do as well, and yet you're the only person who can ever do anything, it starts to get irritating. Right, staircase. BJ's built differently, that's why he's the only one who can take this piece of paper to the person sat across the room. Fucking bullshit. Just kill myself down here, then see where all these people are. See how far they get. Yeah, that's something you missed. They're like, me, he's all like, Captain Blazkowicz, please take this note to Anya. It's like, Anya's right there. You could get up and give it to her, or ask her to come and give it to you. Come and take it from you. Pretty much. These goddamn lazy bastards. Why isn't there a recharge point? Oh, I can recharge them off that. Okay, that's better. A fucking god set. I know how to use an elevator. If I had the option, I would absolutely kill you both. Maybe not now, but like, this war would end, and then you two would both end with it.
Take us up, Shimshin. Up, Mr. Blaskovich, up!
The button's right there, Set. You can press it yourself.
But he lost his hearing. Mr. Blaskovich, take us up!
Yeah, pretty much. It's one of the worst examples of something like this I've seen in a long time.
Gentlemen, this is it. Anything that is useful to you, you may take. Just remember, you are in a sacred space. Oh my God.
The things I've seen, you wouldn't believe.
Roger. I'm sufficiently impressed.
Cool, don't know what that is. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. It's the same again. Wyatt just stands on that and is like, well, you gonna do something, BJ? So the answer for this is find the one to start with, and then from then on you activate the one that's furthest away. Okay, that is actually something of use.
Come in. Come in.
I read you, Caroline.
We have a lead on those decryption keys for the nuclear cannon. Anya? It's a troop transport train recalled from the African front. On board is the chief research scientist for Death's Head's latest generation super soldaten program. He's leaving for the Nazi lunar base tonight to oversee the launch of the new super soldaten.
We intercept the troop transport train, locate the chief research scientist, steal his identity, and use it to permit Blazkowicz to take his seat on the lunar shuttle. Once at the lunar base, you need to find the nuclear decryption keys and bring them back to Earth.
Hey, when you say intercept the high-speed Nazi troop transport train, how do we do that?
Best side will be the Gibraltar Bridge.
Geez, and how do we stop the train?
Set. Any ideas?
We can use this one. This is very, very powerful. Where in English you can call it, I mean, how's it? Spindly torque. You drop this in front of the train, this will stop anything.
Excellent. Leave right away. That third train is en route.
Wow. You may want this for yourself, Captain Blazkowicz, but I'm planning on keeping it.
You give that to Caroline.
Nazis built this bridge 3 years.
You may want this for yourself, Captain Blazkowicz, but I'm going to keep it and use it to do absolutely fucking nothing. This Caroline actually does do something. Yeah, I think we're going to call it here, then. So, like I say, it's always the problem with games that use a group dynamic. It always feels like nobody in the group ever does anything except the player character. And with this, it's gotten absolutely ridiculous of, like, you're the only person who can take a piece of paper across the room. You're the only person who can dive down into that bit of water to pick up the welding torch that Wyatt dropped. And then there's this bit of like, okay, we're going to steal the identification of a Nazi scientist and pretend, like, use it to pass off that we are the Nazi scientists to get to the moon. Cool. Shouldn't they have my description by now? But yeah, that's going to do it for Wolfenstein for us today. After we do the moon base, I don't remember how much is left after that. I think we are close to the end, so next session could be the last one for this. We'll see. We will absolutely see. And that'll probably be tomorrow. But, in the meantime, I want to thank you. Oh yeah, I was thinking that every time I go back to the base, I'm thinking about that sequence. So tomorrow we'll see how long that takes. I remember the moon taking quite a while, and then the final level is pretty big as well. But yeah, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. You always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everyone in chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Ninja, Flame, Teak, thanks so much for keeping company. We're back later tonight with probably more Final Fantasy IX. Crisis Core is ongoing. We're currently working our way through the missions we have available. It was like a 4-hour stream last time on Sunday. And we've done like, I think 18% of the missions. It's absolutely ridiculous. And continue DMC2. Once I get the 10 years of Resident Evil done, we get the Outbreak multiplayer stuff done. I see about opening up the Sunday streams for us to do that Devil May Cry series playthrough, Ninja. If you're available for it, we'll work out timing. But yeah, pretty much it. So there's not really anything else to say, except thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. Catch you next time, guys. Bye.